Welcome to another live stream watch long reaction. Tonight we're watching and reacting to Toronto FC versus DC United MLS 2024 week 28. Match 28 for Toronto FC. DC United playing them at home. Last time they played it was a 2-2 draw. The night of the Champions Cup final. Can Toronto do better in this match? We shall see. Starting 11s are as follows. For Toronto FC in goal, we have Sean Johnson, the back three of Nixon, Gomes, Kevin Long, Henry Wingo. The midfield four, Richie Larea, Davy Flores, Raul Petretta, Tyrese Spicer, Matty Longstaff, Lorenzo Insigne, and Derek Etienne Jr. Go watch the Lou City game. I'm watching Toronto right now and Mississippi State. I'll watch the second half of during this game as well. So there'll be a little bit of talk about that, but watching TFC. With that being said, and State. If I had 3 TVs, maybe I would watch the Louisville City game, but I don't. With that being said, DC United starting 11. Alex Bono in goal. The back four, Aaron Herrera, Lucas Bartlett, Christopher McVeigh, and Pedro Santos, Matty Peltola, Jared Stroud, Mateus Klitsch, Christian Diome, Ted Ku DiPietro, and Christian Benteke for DC. How we doing, Rory? How we doing, Isaiah? Enjoy the game, Rory. Oh, State took the ball. Well, there you go. 1 minute left in the quarter and the half. 35-0 Mississippi State over Eastern Kentucky. Ha. Lovely. Lovely. There is a team from Kentucky playing right now, though. Oh, nice. There you go. Nice. Sounds good. Game about to start for Toronto versus DC. Yes, we'll also watch the second half of the State game as we go. I'll keep an eye on that. Who thought I wouldn't? Let me remind you that the $5 or more Super Chat deal still stands. If I get a $5 or higher Super Chat today or tomorrow, I will do an NFL predictions video stream on Monday or Tuesday, one of those 2 days, the 2nd or 3rd of September. So I will remind of that a couple of times tonight and tomorrow. If not, we don't. But or if anything adds up to 5 over these 2 days, I guess, as well. But just wanted to remind about that. That part still stands. Of course, the Chelsea Servette part does not, because that's over. But game's about to start for Toronto versus DC. Well, the stream, then into the game. Ooh. But you also get a double here. A mini double. Go Dogs. How you like me now? I mean, hey, Georgia played well today, but Mississippi State's playing very well too. So no more of the night. Toys probably going to start. Figured as much. Those State fans. Eastern Kentucky still has the ball. Call reversed. 3rd and 7. They could probably punch one more in if they wanted to. If they get the ball back after this, they could probably, if they want to. Tough rule, I guess. He was going forward instead. Incomplete. 3rd and 7. They're at the CNE. Yep, it's CNE time in Toronto as well. So there's also that. You'll see the giant Ferris wheel. .101 left, second quarter between State and Eastern Kentucky. They do get a first down. Good for them. Hurricanes destroyed the Gators. I figured. Florida sucks. Florida Gators suck, but I'm not surprised. Toronto FC at 33 points this season. They can get over into 7th place if Orlando draws or loses tonight and Toronto wins tonight. Not bad. Very possible. How did Everton blow that game? Because they blew it. Simple. Because they blew it. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Insigne is the player to watch for Toronto tonight. Bernadeschi suspended on yellow card accumulation. Because he always finds a way. He does. Player to watch for DC, Christian Benteke. 17 goals, tied for most in MLS this season. Did Mississippi State win? They are winning. 35-0. With 34 seconds left in the half. But they still have a second half to go. They could blow this up. They said 60 points was the over-under. I think they may just hit that with the way they're playing. Teams are about to walk out. Those are nice anthem jackets. The white anthem jackets for both teams. Toronto wearing their home jerseys. DC wearing the cherry blossom kits. 34 seconds. Caught. Oh, incomplete. 3rd and 10. Looking at the state game as well. Is it home? It's at home. It's at Starkville. They're playing Eastern Kentucky. Do you think they're going to Eastern Kentucky? They'll be going to Arizona State next week, though. And, yes, I'll be live for that one. Because I have enough time to be live for it. Because USA versus Canada is like at 3 o'clock. State versus Arizona State. Mississippi State versus Arizona State's at 9. Because it's in the West. So, I'll be live for it. And I'll review it, too. How we doing, Mile High? So, you get both. For the price of one. Well, I guess there's no price, but game's about to kick off. 22 seconds. Eastern Kentucky might just find a touchdown. 17 seconds. 13 seconds. Game after this? No, it's just this game. How we doing, Alex? So that's why I'm not doing Mexico on the 7th. Because Mississippi State's playing Arizona State later that night. That's why. I was like, there's a reason why I'm not doing it. Ole Miss doesn't. They're just about to start to play. Or they would have started playing. I don't know their score. Caught. Incomplete. 8 seconds. 3rd down. Who wins next week? Buffalo or Nebraska? Or Colorado Buffaloes or Nebraska? I think Colorado. I think Colorado wins. Remember the 15-year-old Jolos player he scored yesterday? He started and scored. That was awesome. Now his feet were going out as he caught the ball. He didn't even touch the ground in the end zone. That's, yeah. I don't know why they're checking it, but okay. Don't know why they're reviewing it. Colorado. No, I'm not scared. Besides, the 7th is USA, Canada, not Mexico, Canada. And why would I not do the game? The timing works on Saturday next week that I do both USA, Canada, and State versus Arizona State instead of Mexico, New Zealand, but that doesn't matter at all. Nothing is connected to the New Zealand-Mexico game. Nothing, so. He went out. He didn't touch the ground. That shouldn't be it. That should be incomplete, but game's about to start. That should be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down in the end zone. As he caught it is the question. Nope, no toe drag. That all went out. That's incomplete. That's incomplete. Under 3. Beltran scored the second goal. USA going to win. Depends if Potch is coaching, but even then, I still like our chances. Is it hot where you live? If you call 81 degrees hot. His foot's on the white. His foot's on the white. Incomplete. That's what I thought. Third down. Got any rain there? No. No. And then he went back to Juarez. And he said he wanted to get out of Mexico, but he went back to Juarez. Weird. Game's about to start in seconds. Eight seconds. Caught, touchdown for Eastern Kentucky. Well, good for them. First goal from Chivas is scored from Armando Gonzalez. His third goal of the tournament. Good for him, head-to-head. For both teams, here we go. First start for Chivas. 10, 14, and 3, 6, 12, and 8, 33 points to 26 points, 38 expected goals to 47, minus 12 goal differential to 16, win, loss, win, loss. It feels like that's backwards, but okay. Two league wins, the Forge wins, so really that last loss, but okay. Starting 11s are as follows. For Toronto FC, in goal, Sean Johnson, the back three, and Nixon, Gomes, Kevin Long, Henry Wingo, Tyrese Spicer, Davey Flores, Raul Petretta, Richie Larea, Lorenzo Insigne, Derek Etienne Jr., Matty Longstaff. Blue Jays playing in Houston. Well, good for them. Brandon Cervania back on the bench. Referee, Marcos de Oliveira II, the center ref tonight. Never heard of him, so that's probably good news. I would think so. Jorge Gonzalez and Jonathan Johnson, the VAR officials tonight. What's the best money line tonight? I haven't seen them, so there you go. DC, Alex Bono, Pedro Santos, Chris McVeigh, Lucas Bartlett, Aaron Herrera, Matty Paltola, Christian Diome, Mateus Klitsch, Jared Stroud, Ted DiPietro, and Christian Benteke for DC is their starting 11. 35-7 will be the halftime score of the Mississippi State game. Well, the over was 60. They're definitely going to hit that now. TFC to kick off. And here we go. TFC kicks off their first home game since the Pachuca match, their first league home game in a while. Oh, yeah, the Forge game was at home. Either way, okay. Their second home game in a week. How about that? In their 3 of 3 games during this week. Player goes down. Benteke plays it through. Shot saved. Brain dead almost. Of course, TFC does some stuff like that. No Rondon, no party. I agree. Also, no Idrisi, no party. No Sanchez, no party. Because he got sent off against Mazatlan. Point is Pachuca. Honestly, really, it's no Sanchez, no party. But without Rondon, they're screwed. Spicer. Tyrese Spicer, absolutely on fire. Cross in, cleared for a corner. It's going to be down the middle, back and forth. Halftime, 35-7 for Mississippi State. Big. Corner. 1 minute in. Toronto has more possession. Okay. 1:30. Does he bet to get yellow cards or red cards like Paketa? No, I don't think so. He just is. If we're talking about Bernadeschi, I think he's just high-tempered. He's just got a heated temper, I think. That's just my opinion, though. He's like Richie, but he can't hide from the cards. There's a difference. Richie knows how to be high-tempered without getting a card. Bernadeschi's high-tempered while getting cards. Too passionate for his own good. Cleared away. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm definitely also saying that, come on, talk about Idrissi. I don't think so. I haven't heard of that. Are you telling me that Bernadeschi and Idrissi are both going to be yellow card magnets? Ah, crap. If he came to Toronto, ah, crap. That's going to be great. If that, I'm being absolutely sarcastic. Playing forward. Herrera beats Spicer. Gets on the ball before him. 3 minutes in. 0-0, 0-0. Brought down. Do you think he might go to Monterey? I'd rather him go to Toronto, but I could see him going to Monterey if Monterey puts up the money. Toronto could put up the money. They have an open DP spot. Hopefully they have 2 at the end of the year. 6-6-0 at home this season. 6 wins, 6 losses, because, yeah, it's not 6 draws. Yeah, they lost to New York. So, they've lost at home 6 times. They've won at home 6 times. I'd rather him go to Toronto. I don't like Monterey. I'd love to see Idrissi in Toronto. We need a number 10. Bernadeschi, like the position, not the jersey, of course. Nice. Bernadeschi would still have the number 10 on a jersey, of course. 2-5-5 on the road this season for Troy Lezane and DC United. Four minutes. Which team had the worst 0-16? Browns or Lions? I think the Cleveland Browns did. I think the Cleveland Browns had the worst 0-16 record. Like, I think Cleveland were just, it felt like it was more obvious. Like, it sucked for the Lions, and it happened, but for me, I think it was more obvious that it was going to happen to the Browns, and they just kept losing worse and worse. Chipped over the top. That should be a goal kick. It is. 5th minute. NYCFC goal. Well, good for them. Good for them. Plays forward. Baseball FC is motivated. Barcelona versus Valladolid 7-0. I saw. Offside. Yeah, Barcelona might actually be good this year. Penalty for Chivas, maybe. You know what? I can't believe it, but Barcelona may actually be good this year. I thought losing Gundogan would be bad. But Dani Olmo and Lamine Yamal are cooking. 6 minute. And Madrid might falter a little bit, just like the old Galacticos, because the old Galacticos weren't playing forward. Good press by Henry. Good press. Still pressing. Lands to Diome. Gomes brings it down. Was Freddie do a shit show? No, he just failed. Penalty. For Chivas. 7th minute. 0-0. Settle playing forward. Spicer pressing. Herrera gets back there on the give and go. You know what's funny? All 3 Canadian clubs have players who used to play on a Canadian club on DC United. On the starting 11 as well. Diome for Vancouver. Herrera for Montreal. Bono for Toronto. Mississippi State. Duh. You've been here long enough to know that. Spicer keeps it in. Out for a Toronto throw. South Carolina 16. Old Dominion 19. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, the path is clear for Mississippi State. And you thought it wasn't. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Derek Etienne Jr. gets on the ball. No foul. Tyrese Spicer running. Tyrese Spicer. Spicer putting down the spice. Back to Alex Bono. Goal kick. 0-0, 8th minute. Peltola was trying to foul the hell out of Spicer before. Picks it up. Flores. Insigne. Spicer. Gomes. 9th minute. He is. Flores. UNLV up 14 versus Houston. 9th minute. Is it Boston College? No, I just said Mississippi State. Playing forward. You've been here long enough to know that. Again. Playing forward. Wingo gets pushed off the ball. Free kick for DC. Goal for Orlando. Ah, crap. It is a penalty for Chivas. Well, that's bad for Toronto. If they win this game and Orlando wins theirs, Toronto still will be a point behind Orlando. But they will be a point behind, 2 points behind Charlotte, 1 point behind Orlando. If Charlotte loses, loses their game. Header. Plays on. Throw in for Larea. 3-0 for Chivas. Good for them. Throw in 10 minutes. 1/9 of the game is down. Insigne chips over the top to nobody but Diome. But Tyrese Spicer really trying to press that ball through. I like the forward play. I really do. We need the 2-goal win. I mean, yeah, you're playing Nashville. Playing forward. Tyrese Spicer. Still pressing. Bono clears. By the way, it's about the wins. Free kick. Header. Ooh. Before the Orlando game started, some screen glitching happened. Did you get screen glitching in your feed? No. Because I'm watching the Toronto game. Funnily enough, the Mississippi State game glitched. Free kick for DC, 12th minute. I think Toronto, I like what I'm seeing. Let's put it like that. I like what I'm seeing. Also did during the Forge game. They still only managed 1 goal. Good. Insigne, that'll be a stoppage of play and a free kick for Toronto. Well, did I jinx them on Wednesday? And that wasn't a jinx. It wasn't the jinx line. Are you a fan of Orange Cassidy? No. And it wasn't the jinx line. It wasn't the jinx line. There's a difference. Toronto will play Austin at home after the international break is over on the 14th of September. So 15 days from now. Basically, yeah, 2 weeks from now. But I guess, yeah, 14 days. But what's wrong with Orange Cassidy? I don't like him. The gimmick is stupid. Orlando 2 up. So basically win and be 1 point behind them. Good. Okay, that works. And then they play New England next. We just got to keep pace. 13 minutes. Free kick for Toronto. Header. Be a goal kick. How come the crowd is into it? Just not my cup of tea. 13th minute. Fop Mob says 2 for Orlando. Yeah, Torres scores in the 14th minute. Nashville sucks, man. Nashville sucks. What happened to them? And they're bottom of the East as we speak. Because they have the same amount of wins as Chicago, but Chicago could win this game today that they have. Yeah, I guess the power rankings guys were right. 14th minute. I've never seen a spoon-leading team and the worst team in the other conference opposite them be higher than the second last team. Ryan's going to be the one pissed. I'm not mad yet. Do you think MLS will do the square scoreboard like League One? No. Chios is winning 3-0. Good for y'all. Because everybody does them. Why would they be as deadly if everybody does a super kick? That'd be dumb to have people sell it like Sean, the Sean era, the Sweet Chin Music era. That would be stupid. Thank you very much. I don't think so, no. I don't watch Ligue 1, so I can't really tell you. Like, big squares, I like them as rectangles in the top corner or something of that form. Squares is it feels a bit Red Bull-y to me. If you looked at the last couple of years of Red Bull on MSG, yeah. Spicer. Out for a throw. Shocked me, honestly. Union up 2-0. Richie Larea plays it back. Ooh. Cross in. Header. Sixteenth minute. Cleared. 0-0, 0-0. Yeah, that means they must be playing once again. Can't believe Salcedo's 30. It is what it is. Mozo scores. Damn, you scared me. Yep, second half. There we go. Just about to start with State, of course. Crew scored 11. No, they haven't. I've seen that when they were like recording shows in Europe and they showed up live through that. But I remember when that happened, but now they just, I don't know. I've seen that. No, I do not. Free kick for DC. Takes it long. Shot over the bar. Puts it over the bar. Who then? I still don't think she's better than other women's wrestlers. I mean, just because she's in a promotion where she can wrestle the men, I don't think that means anything. Like WWE, they'll never do a men versus woman match. They'll never do it. Hell, AEW probably won't either. So I still think there's a lot of WWE, New Japan, or Stardom wrestlers that are better, frankly. I think there's a lot. Io Shirai or Io Sky. Over the top here. Header. Rhea Ripley. Cross in. Richie isn't there to put on a shot on that play. TFC on the ball. Marine's like Owusu. The only thing he knows how to do is press. This is true. Sometimes he runs into one. And then sometimes he doesn't. Most of the times he doesn't. Juarez hits the crossbar. Big Show was a dark match, tag team match once. Saved. 19th minute, 0-0. I may stay live for the rest of the State game. I don't know. We'll see. If that ends after this, I don't know. We'll see. I think the second half will end before TFC ends, but cross, ball kicked away. United versus Liverpool tomorrow. Oh, yeah, it is. Longstaff, free kick for Toronto. Still halftime, 35-7. 20th minute. Have you been to college football game? Nope. Sadly, no. Long plays forward. Happy about getting Sancho for Chelsea. Yeah, I am. I think he'll play well. He's better than Mudryk. Even if he's a flop, he's still better than Mudryk and Sterling combined. So you know what? I really don't see how this would be a failure. As well, they still have João Felix, so there's that. '20th minute. Sancho played well for Borussia Dortmund. If he plays like that. 21st minute. Will you ever go to one? I'd love to. I'd hope so. But we'll see. 21st minute. Header. Good play. Longstaff. Pushing forward. I think Liverpool versus Man United is going to be 1-1. They may do that to Felix, have him play midfield. I could see that, depending on how good. Bad giveaway. Oh, shit. Gomes, the only man back. Benteke, good clearance. Man, Toronto almost. Why do Chelsea have so many? Because they spend a lot of money. They have just too many players in general. Forget a certain position. They have just too many players in general. Richie Larea. Longstaff. Richie. Out for a corner. Scored. 0-0. 0-0. Is Benteke washed up? Maybe. Taboli doesn't know about football. He thinks it's about collecting as many footballers as he can. Yeah, he thinks he's playing Ultimate Team. He thinks he's playing Ultimate Team. Maybe you'll finally get a useful squad out of it. I don't know. 22-19, Old Dominion. Now down to South Carolina. Oh, they're down? Shit. I was like, Blue Jays winning 11-0. Oh, well, there you go. That's nice. Doesn't matter anymore. The playoff chances are so slim. Corner for TFC. Petretta coming up to talk to Longstaff. Sterling to Arsenal. I'm just glad he's gone. He trash. He trash. I'm glad he's gone. Let them be stupid and sign a fraud. Let them do it. 23rd minute. That is true. I don't know why they would want him, but they got rid of him. That's all that matters. Chelsea got rid of him. That's all that matters. Spicer in through. Insigne lofts it over the bar. Goal kick. Forgot it's top six. Exactly. Third quarter about to start. Eastern Kentucky makes the first snap of the second half. Yeah, we're also watching the state game. Complete pass. All right, playing forward. DC on the ball. 2nd and 2 for State versus Eastern Kentucky. He's playing career mode or something. Maybe. Might as well. Hasn't been at United and Spurs. I don't know which one I'd rather go to. First down for Eastern Kentucky. Ooh. 25th minute, 0-0. Think State's coasting a bit. 0-0 between Toronto and DC, 25th minute. Toronto playing the ball forward. Petretta. Ooh, nice. You going to talk about Pachuca losing to Querétaro? Is Pepita a Pachuca fan? Shot saved by Sean Johnson. Ted DiPietro shoots it. Oh, damn. Playing forward. Etienne Jr. Safe. Rebound. Goes down. No pen. Throw in. 1981. I feel like they wanted to break a dues record for youngest player to play in MLS because Kevin hasn't played for Philly anymore. It sounds like that was the idea because Zealand was on it, I think. Etienne Jr. takes the shot. I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel like that may have been a foul. I think they should look at that, but okay, 27th minute, 0-0. I feel like that should be looked at, but okay. No ball. Header. Spicer playing the Bernadeschi role as wingback. I think that's 4th down. Yep. Still 35-7. 12 minutes to go in the third quarter. Alan Moso's in his goal scorer stage. Well, you need that. Chivas needs him to score goals. Because if he didn't, they'd be trash. Over the top. Spicer. Herrera heads it back. Oh, Bono just gets there to keep it out from going out for a corner. 28th minute. Look. Mozo's a right back. Well, hey, if he gets it, good for him. Playing forward, TFC, Petretta. Sounds like Blitzo's situation. 28th minute. State gets the ball back, turnover on downs. Because, of course, we're paying attention to it. It's the first game of the season. Cross in. I don't know. Maybe I should have done a double. That first half was amazing. Full double. That first half was amazing, but I did not. So, 29th minute. 0-0. You'll get an unadvertised halfway double. None of his goals come from corners. That would be awesome if he got one. Speaking of unadvertised. $5 or more super chat. I will do an NFL prediction stream on Monday or Tuesday. 2nd or 3rd of September. Depending on when I want to put it. But it will happen one of those 2 days. Funny part is she said she loved me. Oh, that sucks. Like, I hate that sometimes. Like, a girl's like, I love you, but really you're just friends. Like, that's hell. It's like, then why you say you love me? Like, I wouldn't tell a friend that I love them. That's just me, though. Or at least. Or I'm a lot more discernment, okay? Like, dude friends, it's like, if they're like brothers to me, I'll tell a dude friend that I love them. That's different. There's only one reason why you should tell a chick. As a guy, you tell a chick you love her. That's because you actually love her. It's different. It's different. It's different. Shot! Oh, what a save! Over the bar. It's totally different. Like, if one of your male friends is a brother to you, it's different. Telling them that you love them, it's like telling your brother you love them. But like, if you got a female friend who's like a sister to you, still telling them you love them is still, it feels weird. Like, in that case, still a bit, I don't like the implication. 31st minute. Miami or Chicago? Miami. 31st minute. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. 11:37. State has the ball. 35-7. When America lost against Puebla, it was a fair game since they stopped playing with 12 players. Yeah. 32nd minute. Cross in. TFC's cross in. Header! Be another corner for TFC. By the way, speaking of unadvertised, a $5 super chat or more, I will do an NFL prediction stream on Monday or Tuesday, 2nd or 3rd of September. Just if you want that. Okay. That's going to be a free kick for DC. That's definitely more of a, you better have somebody with a right sense of humor if you're going to say that. Like, if you're going to say that, Pepito, you better have somebody with a right sense of humor who would find that funny. Your mileage may vary. Your mileage may vary. Your mileage may vary. Any stream tomorrow? Pumas versus Tigres. Domingo Futbolero. We're back with Domingo Futbolero on Sunday, which today or Sunday, I get a $5 or more super chat, or anything that adds up to $5 in super chats, I will do an NFL prediction stream. So a 230 and 230 would do it. A 5 would do it. If you want to give a 10, well, I'm certainly going to do it. Well, I was going to do it with 5 anyway, but you give a 10, even better. Maybe I'll be a little bit more in depth. Still going to run that playoff predictor site. I saw the Mbappe hack. Yeah, I heard about it. State on 4th down, 35-7 still. DC United on the ball, 34th minute. Let me put it like that. Erling Haaland is Brock Purdy. Erling Haaland is Brock Purdy. He is a system striker. Erling Haaland is a benefit of being a great finisher and in the perfect system for him. That's what he is. He is Brock Purdy. Erling Haaland is the Brock Purdy of association football. That's exactly what he is. It's exactly what he is. He's a system player. He is a system player. Goal scorer, yeah. I mean, yeah, probably, but I'm not crying. I'm just saying he is the Brock Purdy of association football. That is my point. He is a system player. Why is that crying? He is a system player. Played in Toronto, you'd call him a superstar. Well, hell, if he was 50, I'd be happy if he played in Toronto. If he could score the same way he does now, if he could put balls in the back of the net at the same clip at 50 years old in MLS, I'd still be happy. Yeah, I'd be happy. I guess all that matters is if he puts the ball in the back of the net, but I don't know if the system be perfect for him. That's the problem. Is the system going to help him finish that amount of goals? Probably not. Even at 50. Probably not. See, I added on the fact, system player. 36 minute, 0-0. You know what? Let me put it like this, though. Yeah, Erling Haaland would probably, right now, he probably would dominate MLS. Just physically dominate the league. I agree. Probably dominate all of CONCACAF physically. He probably would. If Man City got relegated and he left on that free transfer due to the 115, let me tell you something. If Toronto had an open DP spot, he was on a free transfer, I would go If it was up to me, yeah, I would go. Over 2.5? No. No, it's not going over 2.5. Toronto's made up a lot of chances. They haven't scored them. It's just like the Forge game. Anyone else thinks watching Man City play is satisfying? I hate Man City so much. But watching their system is awesome. I have to admit, watching the way Pep Guardiola builds up that team and the system that they play, yes, watching Man City is satisfying if you're watching for tactics. If you're hate watching them, it's not. But if you're watching for tactics and watching to see how they play the game, yeah, it's satisfying. If you're watching as a fan, which I'm not, yeah, it's satisfying. If you're watching to hate watch them, no, it's not. Like if you're watching Man City for the tactics, it's amazing. It's amazing. It depends. I honestly watch them both. I watch them to hate watch them, and I watch them for the tactics. So like half of my brain's like I hate this, half of my brain is like I like this. You know, satisfying. But Pachuca have gotten worse, and Leon. How will they do next year in Club World Cup? Horribly. Even in contrast to CONCACAF teams. But then again, it's a new format, and I don't know if Seattle will do well either. Like, Monterey might be the only one, you know, and, well, Miami or Columbus, whoever gets out of MLS, if it's especially one of them, you know. I think Leon and Pachuca's holding back. No, they just suck. No, they just suck. They made a bad move. They got rid of their best player, and there you go. That's that simple. 38th minute throw in for Klitsch, or a free kick for Klitsch. Seattle Sounders can't even handle LAFC. Well, I said they probably suck too. Did you not listen to me? 38th minute. Plays it through. Oh, that's out for a goal kick. Just runs too far for Strode. Goal kick for Toronto. 0-0, 0-0. The team was rebuilt twice the last 3 years. They were both good teams. Yeah, but are they going to rebuild within 6 months? Or will they do something stupid like, I don't know, get rid of Oussama Idrissi? Who knows? They got rid of their best player at the time, and now he's a bench warmer on America. Maybe it was a smart play to get rid of Sanchez the way they did, but I don't think so. You see how bad he is, how bad the team is without him. Even with Idrissi, even with Rondon. Rondon's probably not as up and at him yet. They also go. Ooh, State's like a yard away from a touchdown, from another touchdown. I heard about Johnny Gaudreau. It's sad. Let me speak on it. Johnny Gaudreau passing away, and Matthew Gaudreau, both brothers passing away Thursday night, announced Friday morning. It's sad. It's sad. Two great men, two good hockey players. Johnny, great hockey player. Matthew was good. Good coach as well, because he was coaching a high school team after he retired, Matthew. But two great guys. It's sad to see them lose their lives in a tragic accident like this the day before their sister's wedding. It's just a horrible situation altogether. It really is. And I was really hoping, I've always been a fan of how Johnny played. And it's just like, it feels like yesterday. It feels like yesterday that Johnny was a young gun on the Flames, coming out of nowhere. I wouldn't say coming out of nowhere, but, you know, playing damn well. And then he went to the Jackets, and I was hoping that this year he'd bounce back. I was really hoping for a bounce back from Johnny Gaudreau, and that'll never happen now. Johnny Gaudreau and Matthew Gaudreau were riding bikes in their hometown, and a drunk driver passed into their lane because, one, he was drunk. Second of all, because he was antsy and wanted to get past a couple of cars, he drove into their lane and ran both Johnny and Matthew over while they were riding their bikes through that lane. In that lane. And both Johnny and Matthew passed away due to that drunk driver while they were on their bikes the day before his sister's wedding. And that's even, he should, but the New Jersey state laws are 10 years per charge if guilty. So no, he won't, because I think he's young enough to live past 20 years. I think the drunk driver's age is young enough to where he'd live past 20 years. So it's not even going to be automatic life just because, he's old enough for 20 years to be life. Could also be good behavior, but frankly, the drunk driver should get life in prison. Frankly, in my opinion, yes. Like, here's the thing about drunk driving for me. You have Ubers and Lyfts now. Why are people drunk driving nowadays? Like, you should know better. Like, you could call a damn Uber. Call a damn Uber. Call a Lyft. Call a cab. You shouldn't be driving drunk. There's no reason to be driving drunk in 2024, in the year of our Lord 2024. There's no reason. There's absolutely no reason. Zero. So you know what? He should get the book thrown at him. Screw 20 years, 10 years each. Screw 20 years. He should be getting life in damn prison. But it's New Jersey, so of course he won't, because, rehabilitation. Illinois, I don't know the statute in Illinois. I don't know the statute in Mississippi, but I'm sure it's a lot more stringent in Mississippi. I guarantee you it's probably just as dumb in Illinois. I'm going to look it up now, or after the game. Probably, because you know what? Screw it. But yeah, with the fact that there's no reason why you should be drunk driving, you should get life in prison if you're going to kill somebody while drunk driving for vehicular manslaughter. You should, frankly. Because you're either an asshole or you're a dumbass, or you're both, if you're going to do that. That's just my opinion. 44th minute, 0-0. How you not see Bakers? Probably because they were wearing darker clothes and it was at night. That's probably exactly, I don't know the whole facts. I don't know what they were wearing, but I'm sure they were wearing darker clothes at night, which that's not smart. Johnny has a wife and 2 kids. Yeah, the post that his wife made about him, honoring him, to eulogize him, I mean, that hit me right in the feels. I mean, it just shows that Johnny and Matthew were both great men, not just great hockey players. And you always knew that Johnny and Matthew were good men as well. That helped you root for them. But man, it sucks because the hockey world, it's painful. Like, this is the worst day in hockey, or Friday was. Thursday night, Friday was the worst day in hockey, darkest day in hockey since Pavel Demitra died, the locomotive plane crash. And Pavel Demitra was on there, and that hurt. I remember hearing the news of that when I think it was on a school day. Yeah, I was about to go. I think I was still in elementary school. And I heard the news about no added time. We're going straight to the half. 0-0 between Toronto and DC. Man, that news hurt. And you could tell the people who did watch hockey in my elementary school, they were tore apart by the Pavel Demitra passing as well back in the day. You could tell. Like, the hockey fans knew, and you could tell. That was the day you could tell who a hockey fan was when Pavel Demitra died, because he was a Blue at the time. And I was a fan of him as well. He was a Blue before he left to Lokomotiv in Russia, back to the KHL. And you could tell who the hockey fans were. I'm like, okay. So I was like, okay. But this is one of the darkest days since Pavel passing and the locomotive plane crash. But yeah. I don't think so. I think they're both on the same team. 4:31, 1st and 10. Mississippi State scored a touchdown. It's 42-7. I agree with that as well. I'm sure it was postponed. Like, let me tell you, if I lost a big family member that I really cared about, and my future fiance wanted to still get married the day after they passed, even if it was just a passing, but it would have to probably be an accident, or let's just say accident, and she wanted to still get married, I'd be like, yeah, I'm sad that I lost one of my most meaningful family members, but I'm glad you ain't in my family. Get the hell out of here. You'd have to be crazy to still get married after a tragedy like that. You'd have to be crazy. No, it was a plane crash. It was the Lokomotiv Moscow Hockey Club plane crash, or Lokomotiv Yaroslavl. Yeah, there you go. Look up Lokomotiv Yaroslavl plane crash. He didn't get shot. The plane just crashed. It's an air disaster. But no, Pavel Demitra did not get shot. I don't think the plane got shot down either in general, but how many died in the crash? I think almost everybody did. I think damn near the whole team did. I think like only 2 people survived. And that may be a fuzzy recollection. All but one of the 45 people passed. 44 fatalities, 1 injury, 1 survivor in the Lokomotiv plane crash. 44 out of 45 passed. Pavel was one of them, of course. What I miss? Nothing, a 0-0 draw between Toronto. We talked about we made a statement on the Johnny Gaudreau passing incident and paying attention to the Mississippi State game as well. So we're all over the place tonight, but it's still 0-0. Mississippi State's beating the hell out of Eastern Kentucky, and go back. Pavel Demitra was 36 when the crash happened. What minute is it? It just went to halftime. No, he didn't. It's 0-0. It's 0-0. But this plane crash I'm talking about was in 2011, September 7th, 2011. So, yeah, that was 13 years ago. It was 13 years ago. Almost to the day, really. 13 years ago. So you missed that. Been living under a rock. Yeah, it was Wednesday the 7th. Yeah, I remember seeing the news before I went to school that day. Which one's sadder, Kobe or Johnny? Honestly, Johnny. They're both sad, but I don't know. I think they're both very sad. I don't think there's really a difference. Like, to me, I was really sad about Kobe, and I was really sad about Johnny Gaudreau. I think the Kobe one's sadder because everybody was a Kobe fan. There's a lot of people who aren't hockey fans that know nothing about Johnny Gaudreau. But at least Kobe got to live out his career. He retired. He got a couple of years in retirement. Johnny Gaudreau was still in the middle of his career. He was looking for a bounce-back season. I think that's what makes it sadder. Like, yeah, it's still young, relatively, even with Kobe. And he still had a family. But Johnny Gaudreau had a lot to live for. Like, he didn't even finish his career. And he finished it on a bad note. And he chose to go to a crap team to try to bring them back. That's what I think makes it worse. And I think that makes it worse. I think Johnny Gaudreau had more to do, more to achieve that Kobe had achieved. Like, yeah, he was still young, 45, 42, 45. But as a sports person, when you're retired, at least that book is closed. But I think when an active player dies, it's a little bit 41. When you die during an active career like Johnny Gaudreau, it's a little bit worse. State's doing very well. I agree. But when you die during an active career like Johnny Gaudreau did, and he was looking for a bounce back season, it's worse. It's worse because there's a lot of what if in that. But again, rest in peace, Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau. Condolences go to the family and all the fans and all the players that he played with. And it's honestly dark day in hockey, dark weekend in hockey. And sad. Lost a good man and a great player. A great man and a great player. Two great men, two good players. Spicer's been phenomenal. I agree. Johnny still didn't peak. Well, he did in Calgary, but then he went to Columbus. But, man, I was hoping for a rebound for him. I've always been a fan of how he played. And always was a fan of how he played. But we'll take a short break because we're already wasting time. Sit tight, be back. 1 second. Two to 7 between Mississippi State and Eastern Kentucky with a minute to go in the third quarter. Izquierdo, the Nacional player, I heard about that as well, which is, again, just as sad because he was playing throughout his career. Stats the half. By the way, speaking of the table, Toronto FC is still 8th place with 4 points clear of 9th. Stats of the half, 59% possession to 41, 4 shots to 3, 2 shots on goal to 2, 1 big chance to 0, 1 big chance missed to 0, 202 accurate passes to 127, 85% to 75%, 7 fouls to 4, 5 corners to 0, 4 shots to 3, 2 shots on goal to 2. We got 237 passes to 170, 85% pass accuracy to 75, 6 throws to 5, 3 offside to 1, 0 yellows to 0, 0 red cards to 0, 0-0 at the half. Toronto, they're pushing. They're pushing hard, and I didn't expect anything less, really. I didn't really expect anything less, to be honest. State has the ball 42-7, but Toronto's doing well. They're doing well. I think they're doing well. I think TFC are playing to the level they should be playing as this game is going. Sadly enough, they haven't scored a goal, but it sounds just like the Forge game in that way. They're putting on chances. They just haven't scored a goal. And it sucks, really. It sucks that they haven't scored. But they're playing pretty damn well, frankly. The question is can they keep on going? The question is, can they keep on going? But I think they've been playing better than DC. Kobe's death was kind of his own fault because there's stories of him pushing his helicopter pilot. The helicopter pilot couldn't say no because he's your boss. I didn't hear about that part. I did not hear about that. Barcelona from Ecuador. Sebastian Berlin. No, I did not. I heard about the results, didn't watch the show. Izquierdo, he collapsed on the pitch, I think, which probably lends itself to being a cardiovascular problem, yes. But end of the third quarter, 42-7. So third quarter has ended in the Mississippi State game. 15 more minutes to go. 43, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 49 points. They need 60, so that is 11 points in this game for it to go over. And they said it was not going to happen. Okay. I did not hear about that. Didn't hear about that. No. With all the other tragedies, no, I did not hear about that. But again, it's still sad. Still sad. Well, didn't know about that. The Barcelona from Ecuador, I know. It was Ecuador won. But second half about to start for the Toronto game. 1 quarter left in the Mississippi State game. But I'm happy with State's performance today. They've had a really good game. I've watched the whole game, but of course, I wasn't live for the first half because I should have done a double anyway. I really should have. That one's on me. But yeah, Blake Shapen's been playing amazingly. The man's a badass. He's not afraid of nothing. The dude could throw a dime, which he throws better than Will, and he can run. Sucks he's a senior, but I'll enjoy this year. 10-2 doesn't seem so bullshit now. I got to say, the 10-2 call doesn't seem so bullshit now. You may have called me crazy. I don't think I am. I know it's Eastern Kentucky, but this is way better than Southeastern Louisiana last year. This is way better. Like, you could tell that they were kind of screwed. Like, if you watch the Southeastern Louisiana game last year, even though they scored and won by a lot, you could still tell they were screwed. This, on the other hand, you could tell they're playing pretty damn well. They clean up the penalties. You could tell there's a difference. Like, even playing a shit team, you could tell if you're screwed. You could tell if you're screwed or you're going to be good. This, I think I'm going to lean more towards good. That Southeastern Louisiana game, even though they scored a lot of points, it was still a struggle. Now, Arizona State, I think this is actually the same score line, to be honest. I think it is. Let me look. At the end of the Southeastern Louisiana game, I think it was 42-7. So we're already there. Hold on, let me check. 48-7. So we're only a touchdown away. If we score, we'll a touchdown and an extra point. If we get the extra point, we'll be better. 49-7. Shapen. But I think they found their answer. Yeah, I think so. Second half for Toronto versus DC about to start. So 48-7, actually. Not far off. They're going to kick a field goal. 45-7 is going to be the score if they make it, and it's blocked. They blocked it. Eastern Kentucky blocked it. Kyle Ferry missed. Damn it. Wonder whose contract is going to be renewed, who's going to be let go at the end of the season. Me too, but I think we are starting to figure that out. Oh, Salcedo got sent off. I'm not surprised. DC kicks off the second half. Here we go. Mississippi State missed a field goal. The kick, Juarez is playing with 10. The kick, it hit somebody, and we're off. 45th minute. Second half, it hit somebody on the way through. Horrible kick. Rodriguez on for Chris McVeigh for DC United at the half. Mississippi State has 15 minutes. It's going to be 7-0 against Juarez. 46th minute. I think we could beat Florida, to be honest. I think we could start 4-0 if we adjust some things. I agree. I think we're going into that Texas game 4-0. And we'll lose the Texas game, but I knew we were losing the Texas game. Texas, Tennessee, and Georgia are the 3 teams. Texas, Tennessee, and Georgia are the 3 teams I think state. They're going to lose to 2 of them. Those are where their 2 losses are going to come from. I think everything else they'll win. And the Egg Bowl's weird. But I feel like Jeff Lebby's going to really try to win that game because knowing the backstory of he was a coach at Ole Miss before he coached State, he's got to prove himself. I think they're going to win that game on the road. Just he knows a little bit too much as well. So, you know what? I think they'll get it. Just the early indications about that game, some of the intangibles lean towards State. So I'm going to say we win the Egg Bowl. But there you go. What's the benefit of making the playoffs as opposed to not? I don't think TFC is good enough to win it all. Making the playoffs to get some playoff experience, get some more knockout experience, especially if you're going to CCL, depending if we win the Can Champ. It would be good to get more knockout experience. We already did at Leagues Cup, and we didn't say that was a wash. So, you know what? Once you're in, oh, by the way, once you're in the playoffs, I'm not saying TFC could win it all, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. And that's what matters is it's a crapshoot. Anything can happen. Longstaff. So as long as anything can happen, it probably won't, but it's a little nice of a thought. Is like, hey, you know what? Anything can happen. We're in. Let's see what happens. Let's see what chaos is caused. If we can cause some chaos. Or if we benefit from the chaos. Good catch. Nope. No, he caught it. His helmet came off. First down. Is Messi out for the season? No. Offside. Goal kick for DC. 48th minute. Sean Johnson in goal. Messi should be back by the playoffs. Or before the playoffs. So sometime in October probably. He's not at the international break, so it maybe could be the end of September, but I think they'll give him some time off. No reason not to. Argentina didn't call him up, so that's the good news. They can give him some time. Messi having surgery? No, he just has a high ankle sprain. That's very hard to heal. 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter in the State game, 42-7. Long, 49th minute, Davy Flores. Wingo on the ball, playing forward. Man, he's good. He good. Keeps it in. Nice run, but that'll be cleared or picked up by DC. Just pushed him a little bit further. Ooh, headed down. That'll be a throw in. Longstaff. Oh. That's at least a sack, but did State get the ball? Huh. Weird. Longstaff pushed off the ball. Free kick for DC. Let me watch the play. They did get to the quarterback. Sack. Under 1. At this point, maybe. '50th minute. Tackle behind the line. 3rd down. 11:50 left in the fourth quarter. Mississippi State cruising to 1-0. You love to see it. I will be live for Arizona State versus Mississippi State next week and reviewing it after the Canada game on Saturday night next week because the Canada game's like at 3 o'clock. So, and because of how late the Arizona State-Mississippi State game is, I have enough time in between to do both. So there you go. 2 lives, 2 RSRs next Saturday if you wanted to know. By the way, $5 or more super chat, I'll do an NFL standings prediction, season prediction on Monday or Tuesday, September 2nd or 3rd. So got to make it worth my while, but I'm not doing it just to do it. So 5 or more super chat over the next 2 days. If somebody sends a 5, there you go. If I get $5 in super chats over the next 2 days, I'll do it as well. So either add up to 5 or more. But the 5's the bare minimum. Offside, that'll be free kick for TFC. Compared to State, yeah. Compared to Mississippi State, yeah. I think so. I don't think they're that good. Punt for Eastern Kentucky. Goes out of bounds. 11 minutes, 42-7. So that's why I'm not doing the Mexico-New Zealand game. It's because Mississippi State. I think we beat Ole Miss this year. Last year we were bad. It was 17-7. We honestly should have beat them last year too. Exactly. The Egg Bowl's weird. Or we could lose because we're good. I don't know. Egg Bowl's weird. But I think the intangibles are pointing our way, which is why I say we win. Free kick for TFC. Or a free kick for DC, I should say. My bad. Why can't they score? Because they haven't scored. Talk about TFC. State scored a lot. TFC, no. They can put on chances. They haven't put the ball in the back of the net, just like the Forge game. It's exactly this is exactly the same, except it's a league match. This is exactly the same. Bit by bit, I swear. I don't know. Hit that like button, get this one going. $5 super chat. Eastern Kentucky's a shit show. Well, you expected this. I mean, they're an FCS school. What did you expect? What did you expect playing an FCS school? Like, State should win this game by freaking absolute domination. If they don't, it's a problem. Again, the Southeastern Louisiana game. Point blank period. State may be State, but it's still an SEC school. They should be dominating. It's like Toronto against Saint Laurent. That home leg, yeah. 8-1 was the way it was supposed to go. Goal kick for TFC. Florida lost big to Miami. Miami's a big team. Miami Hurricanes are a big team. Florida's shit. I could have told you that was going to happen. I had a feeling Florida was going to get owned. And guess what happened? They got owned. I could have told you. Like, anybody could have told you. Anybody who knows anything could have told you, oh, Florida sucks. Miami's not too bad. Wait, did they take out Blake Shapen? Oh, Chris Parson, I guess, is in. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Parson Mania. Florida, what happened to their program? Tim Tebow left the school. Urban Meyer left. Yeah. Urban Meyer left. Turns out he's a really good coach. He may be an asshole, but he's a good coach. Tim Tebow left. Turns out he may be a crap quarterback. He's a good player. Chris Parsons in for State. Let's go, Parson. Oh, my dime. Is it? He overthrew him just a little bit. That's got to be PI, but okay, 3rd and 5. Long, maybe out, down with an injury. Ralstead getting ready. Why are we going here? 50th minute or 55th minute, 0-0. Pachuca's losing against Querétaro. Cam Newton left Florida. He left before Tebow. Oh, don't get me started on Cam Newton, though. He could have played at Mississippi State. He could have transferred to Mississippi State in 2010. And I think State would have won the national title if he did. But Auburn paid him to go to the Plains. I'm still mad about it. Dak and Cam would have won natties if Cam would have came to State. I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill. Chris Ralph was a damn good quarterback, but he was not national championship level. You bring in Cam Newton under Dan Mullen, had a really good defense, they would have won a national title just like Auburn did. But they would have had a really, really good foundation for Dak. I'm just saying, they would have had a really good foundation for Dak. So he would have won a natty too in 2014. I will die on that hill if Cam came to state. They would have had 2 natties by now. I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill. We're not as poverty as you think. I mean, he should have the COVID year. He's a senior this year, which is 2024. So 2020, 2021, 2021, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24. Ah, crap. He doesn't have the COVID year. 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, 25. No, he does not have the COVID year, but he could have a grad transfer, or he could stay as a grad if he has that grad year, if they let him stay. As a grad year player, he could. Like, he doesn't have to transfer as a graduate. He could stay as a graduate. You think Cam was a bust in the NFL? No, he wasn't. Cam was a very good player until he got injured to hell and back. I've always been a fan. Even though Cam Newton snubbed Mississippi State, I've always been a fan of him. I will defend Cam Newton. He was a damn good player. Now, of course, injuries caught up to him, but the way he played, it was always going to go that way. And yeah, I mean, he played for the Carolina Panthers for most of his career. What do you think was going to happen? Ball crossed in. Pedro Santos, good clearance by Davey Flores. 58th minute. And Sean Johnson's down. Ah, crap. Couldn't win the Super Bowl. And most quarterbacks don't win the Super Bowl. Oh, Pedro Santos ran into the leg of Sean Johnson. Like, if you can't win a Super Bowl, that doesn't mean you're a bad quarterback or a bad player. I don't know why you would say that. I really don't. Why you'd be like, oh, he didn't win the Super Bowl. He's a bad player. What? By the way, his best years were when Tom Brady was dominating the league. So, there's that. Is Cam Newton a Hall of Famer? I think he is. I think he is. Yeah. 58th minute. I think he is. 58th minute. I'd love to see Cam play a CFL season, to be honest. He won't do it because he still thinks he can be signed by an NFL team, but he's probably done. But Cam Newton's CFL season would feed families. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome, frankly. 58th minute. That'd be awesome, frankly. I'd love to see it. 0-0 between Toronto and DC. Cam couldn't do shit in New England. Well, I mean, his arm was basically dead, and then he got COVID. He played well for 4 weeks, then he got COVID. And that was the end of Cam Newton as we knew him. Like, he looked like he was going to bounce back with State, or the Patriots. The Patriots. Until he got COVID. And then he completely collapsed, which was sad. His play, of course, not. No, I think Notre Dame gets it. I think Notre Dame gets it. And that'll be third down and 4. 60th minute, 0-0. 42-7 for State versus Eastern Kentucky with 9 minutes left in the quarter. 60th minute, over the top. Ooh, we missed the second ball. Not good. Shot wide. Goal kick. Parson trying to get a first down here. Oh, picked. Incomplete. Ooh, that was a bad throw. They'll punt it away. 60th minute, 30 minutes to go for the TFC versus DC game. Wingo plays it forward. Oh, Prince of Wuzu's coming on. Shoot me! Richie Larea, cross in, blocked away. Insigne picks up the second ball. Henry picks it up. Nice. Let's go. Davy Flores. Playing forward, Insigne back to Long. He's still on as well. Longstaff. Richie, what are you doing, man? Get on it. 61st minute. Prince of Wuzu waiting to sub on for TFC. Derek Etienne Jr. is offside, and he loses the chance. 62nd minute. I think a good season for us for Levy's first year as a Bowl and ruining Ole Miss playoff hopes. I'll accept that. I think they could do better than that, but I will accept that. A bowl win and ruining Ole Miss's playoff hopes if we can't do better than that, but I will take that. That's probably when I cope, but that's probably just me coping. That's probably when I start coping, but I think we could do better than that. All ball, I think we could do better than that. So, but at some point, that'll become my cope. It's like make a bowl, win a bowl, ruin Ole Miss's playoff hopes. And preferably post-Christmas bowl, please. Now, if they go to a Florida bowl, if I show up there, I wouldn't be too shocked. Okay. I might have a wild hair up my ass to go to a Florida bowl game. Prince of Wuzu coming on for Tyrese Spicer, 63rd minute. I may have a wild hair up my ass to go to a bowl game in Florida if Mississippi State makes a Florida bowl game. I may just. Don't be too shocked if I go. If I can make it work and I go, don't be too shocked, is all I'm saying. If it happens. Be like, okay. 63rd minute. Oh, what a defensive play by Mississippi State. Pass break up there. That's awesome. 63rd minute. Playing forward is TFC. It's out for a throw for TFC. 7 minutes to go. State to return the punt. Gomes with 42 successful passes. That's awesome. He's good. Henry playing well. Flores, Long. Yeah. Oh, my! State returned the punt. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Craver, Mario Craver returns it. 48-7. Yeah. Yeah. Over the top. Cleared away. Mario Craver. 6:58, 48-7. Mississippi State returns the punt for a touchdown. Lovely. Ferry for the extra point to make it 49-7. We're already better than last year. With 7 minutes left. Ferry, extra point, 49-7. What a play. Or no, it was a block punt. My bad. Well, he returned the block for sure. Wasn't much, but he returned the block. They blocked the punt, and he got it. He caught the return and picked it up in the end zone. Well, it wasn't returned. I mean, it bounced in the end zone. He picked it up in the end zone. I think we're back. Me too. I told you we'd be good this year. Real good. I told you. 65th minute. The sun is rising, and Mike Leach would be proud as he'd be so proud. He's looking down from heaven at this state game, and he's damn proud. I can tell you that much. I can tell you that much. He'd be proud. 66th minute, free kick for DC, 0-0. Better to not play than getting humiliated. That's a losing take, my friend. That is a losing take. I would rather be in a tournament and lose and get humiliated during a tournament before not playing a tournament. That's just my opinion. Like not making the playoffs, I'd rather be humiliated in the playoffs than not make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. 66 minute. At least you were in the party. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you... Goal! Goal for DC United! Ted DiPietro scores 1-0 DC. Idiots. Ted DiPietro scores off the free kick. Man, you idiots. At least we're still 33 points. Header. DiPietro taps it in, and I think he's onside, so it counts. Of course we were going to pull some shit like that. I hate playing DC. I hate them. Oh, it was a Rodriguez goal. Oh, I thought it was Ted DiPietro. Memo Rodriguez, 67th minute. Martin Rodriguez, my bad. Martin Rodriguez. Man. Is Toronto's manager? DC United your daddy. I hate playing these. I hate DC. Bernadeschi ain't even playing. He got suspended for yellow card accumulation. Turns out we need Federico. That's one thing I do know. We need him. 70.2% for a win for DC. There you go. Lorenzo isn't playing. Playing forward. He's barely done anything. Thank God State's winning. Jesus, TFC. Why do you do this? You pick up momentum, then you choke. You're losing to DC! You are sad. Toronto is freaking... You're somewhat good, but you're also sad. DC bleeping United. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You're better than them. They steal a point off of us, and they also, thank God, we're not back in 9th place. We're 2 points clear in 9th place. But now we are 34, 35, 36, 37, 4 points down on Orlando City. Thank you, Nashville. We're going to the wild card game, aren't we, at best? Hosting it, probably. And then playing Miami or Cincy or Columbus if we win the wild card game. 71st minute. I hate this. Oh, hey, at least we didn't drop. TUS golden age is long gone. Playing forward, 71st minute. Pachuca scored the last minute, but they didn't win. At least Toronto's still in 8th place and still in a wild card spot. Still hosting the wild card. 71st minute. Just flush it, I guess. Flush it. Flush it. This is what happens when you make all those chances and you can't put them away against a MLS team. Owuzu, my God! Heavy touch. Jesus Christ. My God. Jesus Christ. Heavy touch. Jeez. Que cazzo. At least we're in the Canadian Championship final. '72nd minute. 5 minutes left in the state game. 49-7. Boom. 3rd and 5. 72nd minute of 90-something. Toronto could still probably make a 2-goal comeback if they don't do anything stupid, but probably not. A draw? Possible. Draw still somewhat possible. Win? Probably not. Benteke. Cross in. Wide. Offside. Be a goal kick. And State, there's a flag on the play. Could be a touchdown if this is not against State. Cozy Thompson's coming on for TFC. Could be a State touchdown. Pick 6. If it's a pick 6 if the penalty is not against State. But good return for Mississippi State. Giant cowbell. Penalties declined. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Cannon with the pick 6. It stands. Mississippi State. 55-7. Pick 6. It stands. Foul was against Eastern Kentucky. Penalty declined. Giant cowbell. I like that idea. I missed the dog chain, but I like the giant cowbell. How about both? How about both? Extra point. 4 minutes to go. Ferry for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is good. 56 points, 56-7. Oh, they certainly went over. 56-7, 57, 58, 59, 60, 62, 63, 63. 3 over. State's probably beat the line as well. 74th minute. Richie Lorea, probably. Leave it up to Toronto FC to find a way to make me focus on a State game more, even if they're not completely trash. I'm not too mad about it, though. At least one of them won. DeAndre Kerr coming on for Lorenzo Insigne. Cozy Thompson coming on for Raul Petretta. Honestly, this might work. 4 minutes. Kickoff for State. '75th minute. 1-0 DC. 2 substitutes remaining for TFC. And DC will make 2 subs. Ooh, it's out for a throw. Gabriel Pirani and Dominique Badji coming on for DC. Bernadeschi is easily the MVP of TFC. Yep, and we need a guy like, ooh, big sack for State. We need a guy like Usama Adisi. We really do. We really do. Like, I'm going to say it. Toronto FC needs a player like Usama Adisi. A number 10 who can play the ball forward and actually shoot like a howitzer. We need that. I don't care. We need that. We need Usama Adisi. We still have an open DP spot next year when Larea gets bought down. I know Pachuca's a dumbass team who loves selling their best players, and he likes Toronto. He enjoyed being there during the Leagues Cup. Give me Usama Adrisi. Give me Adrisi. Give me Adrisi. DeAndre Kerr gets a yellow card. If not, well, there you go. Rondon wasn't playing. Dominique Badji and Gabriel Pirani for DC. It's 3rd and 21 for Eastern Kentucky. If they couldn't even get 10. Benteke off for Badji. At least Benteke didn't score. That would have been embarrassing. Ted DiPietro on for Pirani. 51% win percentage over Arizona State. The foot. Got a lot of upset possibilities here, except Florida. That should be up. Espresso at 8:14. 9:14 over there, yeah. Isn't that against the rules? It's only 12 minutes. I honestly hope he does. Shot. Header. Oh, save. Badji! Goal! Badji's offside. I mean, yeah, but come on. 78th minute. $159, 56-7. Mississippi State has the ball back. They going to kneel it out or they going to go for another touchdown? Go for another. 79th minute. That is actually honestly about perfect timing. It ends about a couple 10 minutes before TFC does. It's actually, yeah, perfect timing, to be honest. 79th minute. TFC looked dopey. Sometimes they do. Had too much funnel cake, did they? I mean, I don't complain about that, but you eat the funnel cake after you get the win. You go out to the CNE after you get the win. You get the funnel cake after you win, not before. I will let you, if I was the manager, I'd be like, I will let you treat yourself with funnel cake if you win the match. If you win the match. I'll get some either way. I don't care. I'm not the one who has to be held to a strict diet. I'll get what I want. But 80th minute. I either drown my sorrows in it or I'm happy. Simple as. Or it's just draw. Wonder what the food buildings got this year. Wonder what good stuff they got this year. The food building. TFC's academy isn't producing. We've known that for years. It's sad. And the players they do produce, they sell anyway. This team makes no sense. 80th minute, 0-1, DC United. This team makes no sense. They make no sense. What's the score? 0-1, DC United. DC United has the 1-0 lead. 10 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Sean Johnson to clear. Playing forward. TFC so bad. Sometimes, yes. But I'd rather, I guess, be sometimes yes than always yes. Richie Larea. TFC's back. Well, at least they're not the worst team in the world. 82nd minute. Playing forward. How many games are left for them? 7 all comps, 6 league matches. Header played back. 6 league matches, 7 all comps. '82nd minute. And possibly playoffs, but equalizer. Cross in. Header! Goal! Goal! DeAndre Kerr with the header! It's 1-1! It's 1-1! 82nd minute! DeAndre Kerr! Ha ha! I'll take it. What a cross. Austin FC, September 14th in Toronto. What a header. What a header by DeAndre Kerr. Lovely. 37 seconds left in the state game. 1st and 10. They'll probably kneel out the rest. It's not over yet. TFC could score a second. Build onto it. And Alex Bono tries to get it with his hands, and he doesn't make the save. Of course he doesn't. What happened to his hands? Shane O'Neill coming on for Gomes. 83rd minute. 1-1. And it is the final of the state game. 56-7. Mississippi State. 56-7. On week 1. Nice. They got the win. They got the win. 83rd minute. Header. St. Louis, Croatia qualified for the quarters too. Nice. Let's go. 84th minute. Shane O'Neill's on. Blocked away. Baji. Shot. Wide. Goal kick. But Mississippi State beats Eastern Kentucky. Big win for Mississippi State. 1-0. Let's go. Morel's coming on for DC. Alabama 42-0 to Western Kentucky. Whoa. So you're telling me Mississippi State scored more points against a Kentucky school than Alabama did? We back! Bama's burning. Playo Fortuna. They're burning at Bryant-Dennehy Stadium. It's 1-1 between Toronto and DC. Corner for DC. Nice. Oh, I bet you'll be happy about this, Rio. Segor is going to got called up for Canada. Segor may be playing for Canada from now on. Of course, he has to get cap-tied during November's window, but he got called up for this window. So, 3 quarters. I know, but I'm just, let me have this. Let me have the fact that State has more points than Alabama against a Kentucky school. Let me have this. I know Western Kentucky's a better team slightly, but let me have this. Yes, sir. Let me have this, please. So Segura, Rio will be playing for Canada in September. I know you're happy about that. I don't know if you heard it, but I know you're happy about that. So at least Canada has him. See what Jesse Marsh could do with him. 86 minute. Still can be signed as a free agent somewhere. Toronto! Toronto could still sign free agents till September. In the league and outside the league, free agents. Because they're free agents. I think, yeah. So. Or sign him for next year if you can't sign him for this year. But worst comes to worst, you have him instead of Adrisi, but he's still a damn good player. 86 minute. Minus 25. Oh, they definitely beat that spread. And they beat the over-under. Great. 87th minute. Hail State! '87th minute. Throw in for DC. Long throw, header. Etienne Jr. can get onto it. Switches the play. And DeAndre Kerr will not make it to the ball first. And back to Alex Bono. Announce to those who do not pledge allegiance to the capital of this here conference, Stark Vegas, Mississippi, that state is back. Let it be known. Let it be heard. Thank you. '88th minute. Oh, hell. DC playing forward. Shot, goal. Badji scores 2-1. Dominique Badji scores for DC. Horrible giveaway by Toronto FC, and it's 1-2. This is not what you do when you get the equalizer. This is not what you do. That was a good 5 minutes. Brain dead. Brain dead defense. Did you watch Bashi Berlin? No, I did not. Horrible defense. Horrible giveaway. Nobody's on him. He gets through. Brrr, damn it. I hate playing DC. Marsh is smart. Got to get him his cap ASAP so he's locked. Canada could have got João Plata 12 years ago, but Ecuador got him the cap at BMO. Ole Miss 59-0 Furman. 88th minute. TFC's down by 1 once again. Dominique Badji jumps on that ball, and it's 1-2. This is what happens when you don't put your chances away when you have them. This is what happens. That's basically the story of this game. DC United knows how to frickin' hit you on the counterattack heavily. If that's one thing they can do, that's one thing they can do. They may not be a good football team, but they know how to hit you on the counterattack. When you don't score your chances, that stuff's going to happen to you. It is. 89th minute. This will be a huge loss. Still in a playoff spot. Still in the playoffs. So that's all that matters. Just flush it. This could be the game that makes us lose the playoffs in the end. But as of now, we're still in 8th place. 2 points clear of 9th. So you know what? Worst comes to worst, we're still in the playoffs. Still didn't drop at all either. So you know what? Is it that huge? We'll find out at the end of the season. We'll find out at the end of the season. Player down. Richie Larea goes down. Free kick. And he pushes somebody. That's stupid. Okay. 90th minute. How much stoppage time? Yellow card for Richie, of course. Toluca winning 1-0 against Monterrey. 90th minute. The Tronco Gallardo scored. 90th minute. 49 points for Miami, or for Columbus. 10 points down on Miami. They're coming. You can't dick around defensively. I agree with that. Same thing. Exactly. Can't. You're right. 90th minute. How much stoppage time? 91st minute. How much stoppage time? Come on, tell us. 1 minute down already. Tubbs coming on for DC. For Diome. Tubbs for Diome is the sub. Free kick for TFC. What's the stoppage time? It's like the overused goalie pass back that costs you. Exactly. They still haven't learned that after all these years. 8 minutes of stoppage time. Saved. Four points down on Orlando, 5 points down on Charlotte. Still within striking distance, but $51 points if we win out our last 6 league games, which isn't bad. Throw in. Still pretty damn good. That's definitely a playoff number. I'd say, 40 is a playoff number? Probably. Looking at the conference, it sure is, because New York's not even at 40 points yet. Cross in. Shot blocked. '93rd 93rd minute. Cross in, blocked, shot, rebound, goal, Pirani. Goal for Gabriel Pirani on the rebound. It's 1-3. My God. This team. Gabriel Pirani. Boom. 90 plus 4. You got what you deserved, frankly. I don't care. You know what? TFC got what they deserved. I don't care. They got what they deserved. This is why you finish your chances. This is why you finish your chances and you stop dicking around at the back. You got what you deserved. TFC got what they deserved on both ends of the ball. They got what they deserved. This ain't Forge, you idiots. DC may suck, but this ain't Forge. The team still needs big changes. I agree. 4 minutes to go plus stoppage time. $49-0 Alabama. Jalen Milrose scrambled 21-yard. 95th minute. TFC has a crap home record. Yep, 6-7. No draws. 6 wins, 7 draws. Or 6 wins, 7 losses. Which means 4 of their 10 wins came on the road. But that is a better away record than we've had a long time, though. I think the Whitecaps will win in the final. I'm worried you're right. That's the problem. I'm worried you're right. 95th minute. Did you know the Women's U20 World Cup's happening right now? Yes, because Canada just played France today. I know. 3-3 draw. I know. Good performance by the Canadians. 10, 3, and 15 in the league. 96 minute. '96 minute. 2 minutes to go. We'll be live tomorrow for Tigres versus Pumas versus Tigres, live and review. Have a review at the end of this game, an hour after. DC use their subs better. You will see me tomorrow. We'll be live for Tigres, Pumas Tigres at 6. Would you be surprised if Real Madrid don't win La Liga? I'd be surprised, but it looks early doors. It looks like it may be the case. I'm honestly shocked, but there's still 7 months for this league to change. So there you go. TFC need to buy Segor. DC sucks. How do you lose to them? Toronto being Toronto. That's why. Segor or Idrissi. Both of them play number 10 pretty much. Both of them have a howitzer of a shot. I think Segor probably the easier buy considering he's a free agent. If we can, and he wants to play, whether it's free agent for the rest of this year or we sign him and then he just plays next year, still helps. I'm fine with that. Probably the easier play, but probably would still take a minimum DP wage to get him, even as a free, but may make it a bit easier to get him. 30 seconds to go. '98th minute. 10 seconds. Plays down. 5 seconds. Just blow the whistle. I agree with that, Rio. And it's full time. 1-3. DC United. DC United gets the win at full time. 1-3. At least Mississippi State won today. I hate DC. It's the swamp. It is the swamp. Always will be the swamp. I hate DC. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you within the hour for the review of this match. And tomorrow, live and review for Pumas versus Tigres. Also, the $5 super chat for the NFL season predictions offer stands tomorrow as well. So I'll remind again. With that said, I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. At least State won.